Hello, my name is Alex, and so in this video, I want to be talking about looking for work and the mindset when it comes to job hunting and getting yourself out of financial problems. Um, I spent several months essentially having opportunities to do other things when I was not working. So I felt that I was free from work, I had money saved up, and so my attitude was I had all these opportunities, and but those opportunities were not very easy to discover. And so I spent a lot of my time searching for opportunities here and there, trying to find what we would define as shortcuts. Shortcuts I would define as things that require the least amount of work and create great results in terms of your lifestyle and your quality of life. So it's not necessarily playing the lottery, it's just necessarily saying I'll find some magical program that will give me money and training and opportunities while I'm probably on unemployment, and just trying to start all over, hit the reset button in terms of work. Um, that strategy did not work out because I couldn't really find training programs, and also I started to deal with issues outside of job hunting. So that was that the landlord and the people I was living with, which is my family, were having fights, and so I wasn't able to focus on my previous goals because at that time I was worried about being homeless and not having any money, and it wasn't the best time to be on unemployment and to be looking for work. It was just all this drama occurred that just sidetracked me completely and took me to completely derailed all of my plans. Um, so even though you're not working and even though you might have some kind of financial cushion, you still got to deal with drama sometimes that doesn't have anything to do with work or your finances. Also, I was incredibly honest, so I told the very few women because I still was continuing to date. I mean, after all, I have a free schedule. I can see someone any time of the week. So I saw that as a tremendous opportunity to date and meet someone and to, at least have some fun on the side in terms of not, well, fun as far as watching movies, going out, and doing fun things. And that didn't work out because I was just ultra serious and I was looking in the wrong places. And at that time, looking for a woman was just very difficult because of the whole thing that, if I tell a woman I'm not working, she'll just immediately stop talking to me. And for whatever reason, I just chose to be like ultra honest and tell women, all the details, all the gory details. That didn't work out to my favor. So, I sunk into depression, a little bit of depression. I had to fight that and stay on top of everything. So I digress. What does it take to get into a mindset of making money and looking for work when you're not working? But this can also apply to someone who is working. And the answer to that question is that first of all, you got to let go of all your wishy-washy dreams. Um, let go of shortcuts necessarily. You have to look at what's going to get you money right away. You have to be realistic, and you got to focus on what works and what produces results. Okay, so you have to get online, talk to people in public, and find connections and get that money, get that work that you're trying to find. Um, and you have to stay focused on that. So the excuses that you normally have for not looking for work, oh, the job might not be the one I want to have. I may not like the manager, blah, 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 blah. The solution to many of these things is that if you get a job and it sucks, you have to constantly have that in your mind that you're going to continue looking for work in the event that it does turn out bad. Okay, because usually most managers are nice in the beginning, and then things get worse later. It doesn't start bad in the beginning and then get better later. I mean, but anything's possible. So you have to essentially have that mindset of continuously upgrading your jobs and looking for work. If you're not satisfied with what you picked, but you just picked it to pay the bills. Um, and that's the mindset there. So right now, I finished writing my resume, and I got my cover letter set up, and I'm looking extensively on Indeed and Craigslist and other places for work, trying to find something that I can start doing immediately to make money, irrespective of what that is. That doesn't require a long commute because that's the only thing I won't do is travel 2 hours to go to a job. Um, and that's just just to make money because I got bills to pay, I got rent coming up, so there's no room for excuses. There's no room for maybe later, maybe tomorrow. I won't do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. That type of attitude. Um, and that's generally the other thing too is procrastination. So when you're looking for work and you have a lot of free time, you want to not procrastinate as much. You want to stay focused. You want to get this. You want to have a deadline. You want to say in 5 days, I'm going to get a job interview. Okay, like you gotta just completely be dead set on getting job interviews, finding work, and working immediately. And you have to have a game plan that's realistic. For example, my game plan is to ideally find something I can do part time in an area that has other places that I could work at, and then find another job that's part time, and then that way I can extend. Like I want to work a lot, so I want to work like 5 days a week, 12 hours a day, even if it takes two jobs for me to do that. Um, and then maybe the 2 days that I have left, I commit to school and dating or whatever, having fun, relaxation. So um, that's pretty much. Now I do have other things of my sleeve as far as making money. I wrote several books that I want to get published and make money from. Am I going to make money from it? I don't know, but I will. That's the other thing too is you can't depend on something like a wild card to make money. You can't say, well, my book's going to make money or my song's going to make money. If you're an artist, you can't just, especially if you've never made money off of your work. You can't have a dream in your head where you become a best-selling author or publisher or something like that. Um, uh, you got to stop with the dreamy thinking. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't work on your painting or work on your craft if you're an artist or an author or writer or whatever it is. It doesn't mean that. It just means that you can't exaggerate how fast you're going to get results and what results you're going to get. Okay, you have to be realistic about that, and then focus on the real world, which is getting a job, being independent, making your own money. And then there's all these other things that distract you as far as global issues, the environment and all these other things you find on the news and all these other distractions. This is not a time to be do working for charity and helping people and all this stuff. You are unemployed, you're not working, you're not making money, you're behind on bills. That's a time to be concerned only about you, okay? Yourself, okay? Don't stop for any type of charity on the street, none of that. You are not in a position to give to anybody. You're in a position to take care of yourself. So this is not a time to have long 2 hour, 1 hour, or 2 hour debates with your friends about politics and the presidency and all this other stuff. When you're not working and you are struggling financially, this is not a time to be obsessed with what's going on in the world. Okay, you have to be obsessed with what's going on in your life and resolving these issues that you have to improve the quality of your life. Unless you like being broke, unless you enjoy not having money, unless you enjoy living that lifestyle, that's a different story. Okay, but if you want to really honestly get out of that and you're miserable or unhappy or you're worried about the future, or other people worried about you, then you want to just focus on getting work, getting yourself out of that, being productive, and being completely realistic and objective about what you need to move up and to make money and to succeed. Okay, there's no dreamy thinking. It's just find a skill, find a trade, find something that's going to make you money and do it. Okay, there's no like, oh, but what if I could do this, or what I could, this is an idea of being jealous that you'll get something and you'll regret it and then you'll want to do something better, something else. 90% of people, I mean, a lot of people who get whatever trade they pick, they regret it and they want to get some, like they think about, oh, the grass is greener on the other side kind of thinking. So you don't want to do that. You want to focus exclusively on finding work and not thinking about the greener grass. Okay, that's the one thing that gets in your way. You always think of the greener grass, so you end up achieving nothing. Um, and I experience that even now when I should just pick whatever. Oh, let me pick the greener grass. Let me pick the really good stuff. With the best job, with the best schedule and everything. And I realize it doesn't work that way. You got to just find whatever you can find, and do it that way. Okay, so that's the mentality you want to stay away from. Okay. Um, so my game plan for the following weeks, months is to find work, um, try to work 10 to 15, 10 to 12 hours a day for 5 days. That will make me enough money within a month to 2 months to 3 months to save money while paying off some of my debt, which is not a lot of debt. It's just maybe like 2 grand. Um, and create a savings account, which most Americans don't have, and fix my dating situation. Like start dating, have a relationship, all that other stuff. Have some fun for once, and that's it. Just go to school and work on myself and build myself up, and finish publishing my books, and that's it. I mean, this is just a very simple plan. Make sure I take care of myself medically. Go to the doctors checkups, and all that other good stuff, dentists, and just maintenance, and keep it simple. Okay, so I'm not in a position now to go spending and buying things, and oh, look at this, let me get that, let me get this. No, I'm done with that. I'm just looking for, and that's the one thing I gotta be worried about when I start working and making money is that little itch to buy things. I gotta keep myself from spending money on anything fancy and expensive, and just stick with savings, paying off debt, and keeping everything simple. I don't need expensive clothes. I don't need nothing. Just keep it frugal. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so that concludes this video. Thank you for watching.